Behavior addicts, and welcome back to my channel. It's me, Vera, that's Voice Every Race Accepts. And if you're new here, not yet a subscriber, please feel free to hit the subscribe button right below this video. And before you leave, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss out when I upload any new contents like this and more, especially during the stage now that I'm sharing my pregnancy journey with you. And I hope you've seen all the other previous videos that I've uploaded about how I found out when I was pregnant, my proposals, how I reacted, my daughter's reaction to me announcing that I was pregnant, and the different stages that I've been through this pregnancy journey. So today's video is another sit down video. I know, boring, but hey, it's about the only thing I can do right now in terms of moving around. We've just been, eased off lockdown, so I'm still trying to take things easy and not get myself involved with too many things or be out there so much, because I'm not vaccinated. I can't take the vaccine because I'm pregnant, though I've been offered it, but I don't think they obviously know that I am pregnant, so I kind of have to just stay within my safe haven, as per se. So today, as you see from the title of the video, I am going to be discussing or sharing with you what I liked and disliked about being pregnant. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Right, okay, so I'm going to be talking to you guys first about the likes. Let's not talk about the bad stuff. Let's talk about the good stuff of being pregnant, because a lot of the times my update videos has always been about symptoms that I've been experiencing, things that I've been going through. And now I just want to discuss some of the good things about being pregnant. Pregnancy is a wonderful journey. It's a wonderful thing. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to adjust myself. It can be so uncomfortable sitting in the same position for a very long time. So pregnancy it's an amazing and incredible journey. It's the closest thing that I say to understanding who God is. And I live for God. I try to make sure I walk in the things of God, and basically being pregnant is it just helps you to appreciate nature, appreciate things, appreciate life, appreciate your own parents, and appreciate what God has blessed you with. The first thing I liked about being pregnant is the skin and the glow. Right from when I was about maybe 8 weeks, I was getting, your skin is glowing, your skin is glowing. I was like, I can't see no glow. And you see any gloria here? I see no glow, but it's there. It's there, guys. The glow, it's always visible. When you don't see it, other people see it. Your skin is better. Now, I'm not saying for everyone. Everyone has different experiences, and everyone's body is designed differently. And this just goes to show you the uniqueness of God. For me and myself, my skin story was okay. It was great up until a certain point, but even at that, it wasn't extremely bad. I just gone darker, and I was having ingrowing hair. That was about the only thing. Nothing major drastically happened to my skin. My skin is still very much okay. I am very much still loving my skin, apart from the fact that my back is really black. My back is like it belongs to somebody else's body. I don't understand. And don't tell me that I'm not washing my back properly, because I am washing my back properly. It's just one of those things. When your skin stretches, think about a balloon. When the balloon stretches, it doesn't come back to its natural state. It doesn't come back to its natural form. It gets wrinkled and it gets discolored as well, if you think about it. So that's just literally what's been happening. Second thing for me that I like about being pregnant is I get to drink a lot more water. Not that I wasn't drinking water before. I do drink a lot of water, but I get to drink more water, which is good for you. So my water intake is incredibly fantastic, and I'm happy with that. And I hope to continue that even after the baby. But then again, before I got pregnant, I wasn't really like a drink person. I don't drink wine. I don't drink alcohol. So I've always been a water person, but however, you do indulge in certain little fizzy drinks or sodas and juices, and the sugar intake does take over your life sometimes, especially if you're going through certain things like your period and all of that stuff. So my water intake, I love the fact that you can drink so much more water in pregnancy. And then the other thing that I liked about being pregnant is being able to get time off and doing extra and getting extra things done for you. So I've had my mom over, taking absolute beautiful care of me, because I live by myself and my daughter. My husband is not around yet, and it's just been nice, you know, just having that little fuss made over you. Oh, you want this? Do you need this? Are you okay? Are you there? Is everything all right? The odd phone calls, you know, and you're like, oh, this is so sweet. Yeah, go get me this, go get me that. But mind you, I didn't take advantage of that, because it's only if I genuinely need something. My mom is an elderly, and I do consider her age and her where she lives and where she comes from. My mom lives like 2.5 hours drive away from me. Yes, drive away from me. She literally is like outside of London on the other side. But I just thank God for my mom. If you're watching this, mom, I love you. Thank you so much for being there for me. Even at work, getting extra things done for you is always nice. You know, if you're supposed to go and drop some letters off in the post box, I have my colleagues that go and do that for me rather than me doing it. You know, extra tea being made for you and things like that. You know, it's nice. It's nice to be pampered to an extent, you know. The other thing for me is I get to appreciate my body. Now, pregnancy, like I said, it's not an easy thing. It's not an easy journey, but I've learned to appreciate my body. I've learned to appreciate the process. I've learned to appreciate what I'm going through. And I had my daughter 10 years ago, and now to have a baby again, it's like, oh, I'm going through all these changes again. My body is not exactly how it used to be. I'm getting older, and at my age, you're considered to have health risk at having a baby. I know I don't look my age, but trust me, at my age, you're told, you know, you shouldn't really be having babies now. But who says? Science says. But God says no. Anything that God says is what you go with. And that's what I went with. And God has been absolutely amazing throughout this journey. I've not had any health complications. I've not had any issues. Not had any problems. I am super fit as a fiddle, literally. So I learned to appreciate my body and the changes that it's going through. I learned to appreciate that I'm a mum. I learned to appreciate that I'm going through a process and things may not bounce back as they used to be. The fact that my body is able to carry a baby, that is something to be appreciative of. There are people that are dying to be in this position that I'm in, and I'm just really, really super appreciative of my body and what it's gone through and the strength that I am able to uphold within this journey. The other thing that I like about being pregnant is hair growth, and I get to experiment with my hair, the different hairstyles that I can do. There's no limits to what I can do with my hair, and to find that I could still bleach my hair and dye it, that alone for me, it was that was nice. But of course I didn't take advantage, because you know, you get the hormone hair growing, and then when you fall out of pregnancy, everything falls out basically after you had the baby. But I was trying really, really careful and trying to be really careful not to manipulate my hair too much. So I put it in a protective style, which kind of gave me a different look, a different change. And I'm really enjoying it, actually. I'm enjoying people making comments about, oh, your hair's so nice, your hair's so beautiful, you change your hair all the time. Just the diversity to be able to change my hair all the time is fantastic. So what else do I love about being pregnant? Yeah, I get motivated to live more a healthy life. You know, there's a motivation to live more healthily, like, you know, just eating well and just appreciating that there's somebody inside of you that you're taking care of and you're responsible for that person. So you need to be aware that what you put in your body is what you're going to get out, literally, you know. So I don't want to affect my baby's skin or my baby's hair or my baby's immune system. So just being able to get motivated to eat very well. And I think that's something that I've enjoyed through this journey. For me personally, because I'm a Christian, I get to renew my spiritual strength. I get to renew my spirituality. The timing couldn't be better. When you're pregnant, you're more contemplative, you know, more in tune with your creator. You're more in tune with the creation inside of you. I'm more appreciative of God. I'm more appreciative. I'm more prayerful, because obviously I don't want any harm to happen to my baby. I don't want any harm to happen to me. So I'm more prayerful. I'm more in tune with God. And I really, really love that. I'm not saying that that's the only time you should be spiritual, but this is an opportunity to actually tap into the throne of grace, like I say, and just celebrate the grace of God. And that's literally what I mean by that. The other thing that I enjoy about that is discovering your baby's personality. You know, every baby, I believe, with the movement and with the pattern of waking up and sleeping, comes with a personality. If your baby is super active, you know that, oh, this is going to be an active child. If your baby is a quiet in, you know, quiet in the tummy, you know, that means, you know, that it could mean that the baby could be a quiet person, but doesn't necessarily mean that. I'm just saying you get to know your baby's pattern, you know, you get to know your baby's sleeping time and waking up, and that's a part of their personality, to be honest. And that's something that you have to work with when they're born, and something you have to adapt to, and possibly change it to fit your own pattern as well. But it's something that you notice whilst you're pregnant. So I enjoyed that whole process. Another thing I enjoyed is that you blame everything on the hormones. You're in a bad mood, it's the hormones. You're sleepy, it's the hormones. You're spitting, it's the hormones. I kind of enjoy that. Now, some people are manipulative about that, but not me. I just kind of enjoy the fact that I get to blame some things on the hormones, and it really is the hormones, I think. Okay, so I get to appreciate other women who feel immediate connection to you when they come over and make a conversation. Being pregnant is a great conversation starter, you know, for people that don't normally talk to you or don't normally acknowledge you, especially at work or in your place of environment. It's an opportunity for you to get to know people. It's an opportunity for you to appreciate other women as well as them appreciating you. So that's one thing I enjoyed about being pregnant. You know, people coming over, making comments and not so good and good, great comments, but it's just everything you appreciate and take it as a pinch of salt. So I loved appreciating other women and other people whilst I was pregnant. Another thing that I enjoyed about being pregnant is saving a fortune on certain things that you don't need. You know, because there's some things that you buy and you think, oh, why did I even used to eat that? Why did I put that in my body? Like, I didn't need that. I actually survived 9 months without eating this thing, or I survived 9 months without consuming that thing. So you save a fortune on certain things like wine, going out, taxis, clothes, and ridiculous shoes that you don't need because you just can't wear them. I've got a pile of shoes up in my room somewhere that I just do not wear, and I'm looking to give them away, not because of pregnancy, but just I've never worn them for years, and I just think, why am I accumulating space? There's no point. Yeah, you get to save up on things that are not necessary because, you know, you just got to stay within your limits while you're pregnant. And I really, really appreciate that so much. I really like that about my pregnancy. I didn't spend so much. I didn't fork out too much. Again, we were in the COVID season, so I didn't have to buy so much. I was wearing almost the same. I had a favorite cardigan and a favorite leggings that I was wearing regularly, and I didn't care, to be honest, because it was like winter season. It's only now that I've started to kind of bring out a bit of my summer clothes, and I bought 1 or 2 maternity clothes that I just felt was okay, I could wear that, but nothing excessive. I didn't spend so much on maternity clothes or trying to look the parts. Honestly, I didn't. I had leggings that just helped me out throughout, and nice tops. Another thing that I appreciate about being pregnant is you get free dental care in the UK. I'm not sure about everywhere else in Europe or in the world, but you get free dental care. So top game on my dental. I wasn't bleeding, but then again, I was looking after my teeth. I was flossing. I haven't been to the dentist at all since I've been pregnant, funny enough, because I didn't get that much bleeding. But recently I have been bleeding, but I just use my cortisol mouthwash and try to use that to reduce any gum infection or anything like that. But I do need to go and get my mouth checked, but I haven't had any problems with my dental hygiene during this pregnancy at all. And lastly, one thing I think I appreciate or I like about being pregnant is that I said it before, I appreciate my mom a lot more. Even though I appreciate her already, I just appreciate even more. She's just been an amazing support system for me. She comes all the way from so far away just to ensure that I'm okay. She takes care of my little girl, and she's washed all my baby clothes in terms of getting ready for when the baby arrives. And it's just been so nice that I don't have to worry about certain things. She didn't cook for me. I had to cook for myself. But that's not been so bad because I didn't have any cravings and I could eat what I want, apart from first trimester where the food aversion was very severe. I couldn't eat certain things and I couldn't smell certain things and I couldn't eat much. I couldn't keep much in. But Mum, I appreciate you. Thank you for being a woman of great strength. Thank you for being a woman of virtue. Thank you for being my support system. Thank you for being there for me. I really appreciate you. And I know that when you went through our pregnancies, myself and my siblings, you didn't have this support maybe, or maybe you didn't understand what it was to go through things like this, but you've just taken time out to learn about me and taking time out to understand me and taking time out to actually even just help me through this process. So I really appreciate you, Mama. I love you. Thank you. Star girl. So now we're going to discuss the things I didn't like about being pregnant. There's not awfully much, But, you know, the obvious ones are, obviously, no one likes the morning sickness or night sickness or whichever part of the day you received yours. I received mine mostly at nighttime. No one really enjoys all of that stuff. That comes with a package, and I didn't really enjoy that part at all. I really didn't. I disliked that part a lot because you just don't get yourself. Your body is not your own. You're just all over the place. You don't know whether to eat or whether not to eat. That I didn't like. That's the obvious one. Anyone that likes morning sickness, please come see me. We need to discuss your salvation. Second dislike is people just walking over to you and touching your belly freely. Like, did I give you permission to touch my belly? Don't touch my belly. Being pregnant does not give you the reason to violate me as a human being. Don't come and touch my belly. Number one, I don't like people touching my belly. Not because of, oh, it's my privacy, is all that, although it's my privacy. But listen, I don't know what kind of spirit you harbor. I don't know what kind of spirit you carry in you. I don't know what religion you follow. I don't know what you worship. I don't want anything to be transferred onto my baby. Trust me, these things happen, whether you're spiritual or not. Don't come and lay your hands on me. Don't come and no, I don't know what day you've had. I don't know what you chanted this morning. So don't come and feel that you have the right to put your hand on my belly. Don't do that. I remember one time I went to the store and I went to the cashier, and though I know them, like, you know, it's a local store down here, though I know them very well, but I was literally paying for something and I was taking it out of the basket to pay for them. So I was taking out the basket, the shopping basket, and putting it on the till, and immediately she was scanning the stuff. She was scanning what I was buying. Then she reached out, she touched my belly right from under the till, and I was like, whoa. And she actually touched it. There was no time for me to reflex because I would drop everything in the basket or I'll punch her. One of them. And she's like, oh, cute. And I'm like, thank you. Thank you. But in my mind, I was like, if you ever do that again, ever in your life, if you do that again, hey, you smell pepper. As a Nigerian, you smell pepper. In my mind, I was fuming. But I just had to walk out and just pray over my belly and just literally lay my hands on my belly and say, Lord, I cover my baby. Whatever spirit, wherever that woman is transferred, or even if she hasn't transferred anything, but I just cover my baby with the blood of Jesus, because don't touch my belly. Don't touch a pregnant woman's belly. You're violating her privacy. You're violating her body. Don't do that. It's nice that you acknowledge it, but don't do that. Don't do that. Okay? So that's one thing I didn't like about being pregnant, because I had that done to me on a few occasions where people just felt they can touch my belly. The other thing I didn't like about being pregnant is clumsiness, being clumsy. I drop everything and then I can't bend down. I'm sure my daughter's had enough of me now. She's probably like, woman, this countdown to this baby coming, hurry up, because I cannot be picking up after you every time. Bush, bash, bush on the floor. What's that? Come and pick this up. Come and pick this up. And it's right in front of you, mom. It's right in front of you. Pick it up yourself. Darling, I can't. I just can't bend down, love. I really can't. Help me. Sorry, love. But you know what? She's just been so amazing. She's not complained. She's been really, really helpful. And forgetfulness, like just forgetting things. Baby brain, it's real, guys. I just forget things. I have to literally write things down in my diary to ensure that I remember what I'm supposed to do. If not, I just forget. And people get upset. And I'm like, oh, darling, I wish I could explain to you that I'm pregnant right now. But please don't get upset. People getting upset that I don't remember their birthdays. I have to consistently write on my status and my story that, please, if it's your birthday, I've already wished you happy birthday in January, okay? For the rest of the year, because I cannot remember. I can't remember. I can't even remember my doctor's appointment. That's how bad it is, guys. So please don't be upset. And if I have offended you during the process in the last few months and you didn't know I was pregnant, it was not on purpose, guys. It was not on purpose, yeah? And I hope you have a better understanding of where I've been, okay? Headaches. I didn't have much of it, but I did get it. And there were nagging headaches that wouldn't go away. Even with paracetamol, they were reoccurring. I got it for like a week or so and then it disappeared. So that's one thing I don't like about being pregnant. Spots, having acne and ingrowing hair, I didn't like that about being pregnant. Heartburn, I suffered heartburn like in my second trimester and my third trimester, but not as much, just a few times, odd times, and it depends on what I eat as well. And I like a lot of pepper in my food, so I had to reduce on that. The other thing I disliked about being pregnant is not being able to tie your shoelace. Oh, I have a lot of shoelaced shoes, and not being able to tie them was so annoying and so frustrating, up to the point where if I tie them a certain way, by the time I get downstairs or I've walked a certain mile, it's come undone again. So I have to tuck it in all the time. And I have this one Nike Riff that is really stinky winky, and that's just been my go-to trainers for like months now. I don't care. If I walk in a room and you smell my feet, sorry, I cannot help it. It's a slip-on. That's the only thing that works for me right now. So you have to understand the situation.
Continue.
So that's basically another thing I disliked about being pregnant is being slow to do certain things. You know, I'm quite a fast-paced person. I like to get things done and organized. So just being slow and having to take my time, like going grocery shopping, I have to go 4 times to get something that I will have bought like one time shopping. I have to do it 4 times because I can't carry too much heavy stuff now. So that is annoying. Waddling around, you know, just waddling, but that's only through the last stages. What else? A compromised immune system, you know, having a cold all the time, having flu, not being able to take any medication, and having to resort to natural remedies, which is good, but they just take their time to work, don't they? So all of that, just the compromised immune system. I dislike that about being pregnant. Shortness of breath. Oh my God. Sometimes it feels like I've run a marathon and I'm panting for dear life. Pregnant, even now I'm short of breath because I'm talking so fast and I'm trying to end this video as soon as possible. Being tired and not being able to sleep has been, my story. Like sometimes I'm so tired, but the sleep will not come. I'll lay there and the baby's kicking, or the position is not comfortable for me, or I'm just restless, you know, just restless, and there's nothing to do. TV doesn't look interesting to watch, and food is not something I want to eat because I just don't get hungry like that. So not being tired and not being able to sleep is just not nice. I dislike that so much about being pregnant. The act of rolling in bed and getting up to is a chore. Like you're rolling in bed and then you want to get up and it's a chore and you're like, and it's like your grandma, you can't get out of bed. Either you got a lock hip, or there's a pain somewhere, or my hips or my back is really hurting me. Even with the pregnancy pillow, I carried everything in my back. So just the act of rolling out of bed, it was just a chore. It was a chore. Like you'd be breathing so hard just to get out of bed. It's just so annoying. Pigmented skin, my skin changing during pregnancy. I disliked it. My skin has changed, but I know that it will get back to normal once I can exfoliate and find my way to my back again and find my way to the rest of my lady bits that I can't see. And then being emotional all the time. Oh my gosh, you can cry about everything. I cried about everything. Just cry about everything. Cry. Complain about everything. I dislike that because I'm not really a person that likes to complain. I just like to get things done. So I disliked that so much about being pregnant. But in all of that, you know, everything is an experience. It's just for a short period of time. It's temporary. 9 months is a long time, or 10 months technically. But, you know, it just shows you how wonderful we are as women. You know, it shows you how strong we are as women. And I totally appreciate all of this. And it's just something to take note of. And I just wanted to share it with you guys. And hopefully this has been a different video from the typical pregnancy, maternity videos and all of that. No one really talks about what they like and what they dislike. And that's why I wanted to share this with you all. So we've come to the end of the video because the video is going quite long already. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys have experienced anything or agree with anything that I've said, please leave your comments down below in the comment section. I'll be sure to read each and every one of them. So until next time, stay cool, stay blessed, and remain 𝒦𝑒𝑅𝒜. Mwah.